Yo, what's happening, everybody? It's Tuesday, July 14th, 2009. Y'all know what time it is. Time for Fact or Bullshit, XIII. And, pretty much, well, to all the new subscribers watching this is my Fact or Bullshit segment. We just happen to be episode 13. 13 weeks strong, baby. Woo! But anyway, how this works to all your new subscribers is you guys send me questions every week and I answer them. And, well, that's pretty much it. And now I'm going to get on to the first question. The first question is from a Fact or Bullshit veteran who always sends me questions, Trey194. And the first one is anime plus hip-hop equals awesome. Fact or Bullshit? Fact, my friend. Because he even listed a couple sources, Afro Samurai, the Boondocks, Samurai Champloo, and even one of my favorites from Street Fighter Third Strike. That whole album had nothing but the Street Fighter Third Strike album and Street Fighter Third Strike game had nothing but jazz and hip hop in it, and that was just epic. I mean, it's just something about anime and hip hop that go together like bread and butter, man. And it's a good combination. I'm glad somebody's actually smart enough to figure it out. Well, thank you for the question, man. Let me just go and get on to the next one. Now the next question comes from Reservation 2, and this one says, "DreadMan. Superman with 3% more strength would beat Superman with 3% more speed. Fact or bullshit?" Now in any situation, whether it be something fictional like this, whether it be boxing or MMA or something of that nature, I always pick speed over strength because you can't hit what you can't catch, bar none. And that's been proven in boxing and in MMA. And even though I'm not really that big of a Superman fan, I used to like him when I was younger, but now I see how broken he is. But yeah, I think the Superman with 3% more speed would beat the one with 3% more strength. But that's just me. That's just my opinion. Well, thank you for the question. Now it's time to get on to the next one. Now the next question comes from my boy MannieManolo. Ooh, he's actually got several of them. Fact or BS? Hip hop in 2009 is way better than hip hop in 2008. Fact or BS? Well, I'll go on out on a limb and say, yeah, hip hop in 2009 is a little bit better this year because last year all you heard was Soulja Boy and Lil Wayne and a little bit of Rick Ross on the radio. Other than that, you didn't really hear too much else. But shit. Yeah, I'm saying, and you're starting to get artists with more exposure and stuff like Drake and stuff, and Eminem, he's coming back, he's coming out with a successful album. But so far in 2009, even though we're only halfway through it, I say it's shaping up to be a good year for music and better than last year so far. And the next question he's got is the Bruno movie is gonna be better than Borat. Now, I have not seen Bruno yet, but I'm going to. And when I do, I'll make a review. But I heard some things that Bruno was all out, balls out comedy, and you can't go like a minute without either laughing, cringing over something nasty, or just being pissed off to any kind of extent. But it's, all in all, to me, Borat is gonna be hard to top because I love Borat, and Borat is banned from my town. He's banned from Salem, Virginia because he did that rodeo stunt here. Alright, let's see. Another question from Manny is fact or BS. The economy situation is only going to get worse. I think I answered this question before, and things are always going to get worse before they get better. And we can't expect the economy to heal overnight, but come on. Now's the time, and now's when we really need to see that change. I hope we see change soon, because especially with later 2000. I always see about later 2010 and early 2011. I hope we see it from that soon. And they say statistically, if we don't see anything change within 2013, it'll be another Great Depression. All right, I'm gonna do one more question for MannieManolo. This is fact or BS. Michael Jackson is far more and well known. Has made more sales than the Beatles and Elvis. Yeah, man. I mean, because I say yes, this one is a big fact because if you were born within the past 50, if you're 100 years old, you've been on this earth. Let's say for the past 50 years or more, if you've been on this earth and you don't know who Michael Jackson is, you've been living under a rock in a cave or something like that. I don't know what you need some sunlight, but yeah, he had every single hit that he came out with was a #1 hit. Billie Jean, Jam, Earth Song, Smooth Criminal, Rock My World, and the #1 selling single of all time, Thriller, and many more that I don't feel like naming right now. But yeah, Now I'm saying the Beatles and Elvis are legendary, and they are the king in their own right. You know, the Elvis being the king in general, and them the Beatles being one of the greatest bands of all time. But Michael Jackson, he cemented the legacy that no one can really touch. And yeah, that's pretty much like what I got to say about that. And also, rest in peace to Michael Jackson. Thank you for the questions, Manny. Now it's time to move on to the next one. And the next question comes from somebody new, Falcons fan 032, and this one says, "Fact or bullshit? Weed is the best drug." Well, if by best drug you mean the safest drug, then yes, I would say that weed is the best drug. But you know, all the bad side effects is that weed can ruin your short-term memory, decrease your sex drive or increase your sex drive. I'm not really sure which. And oh yeah, give you the munchies from hell, and give you cotton mouth. Hated that feeling. But I'm saying, like, I wouldn't really mind if weed got legalized on another note. I mean, because the biggest issues in America right now are weed legalization, abortion legalization, and gay marriage. And weed is like the least of our problems. I mean, because tell you the truth, weed is safer than alcohol is. And that's why I prefer to legalize it. Okay, it's alright for me to freaking like get toasted at the bar and everything at age 21, but it ain't okay for me to blaze a joint. And even if they were to legalize weed, they had to find some way to control it. One, you'd have to be like a certain age to smoke weed, preferably 21. And two, you couldn't even buy it from like convenience stores or whatever. Like, and if weed was legalized, drug dealers would be out of business. But thank you for the question, man. And let's move on to the next one. I'm gonna do one last question for the day, and this comes from another Factor BS noob, DSH Bishop, and this says, Factor BS: Ebonics is an acceptable alternative to standard English language. And look, somebody named Dump here said fact, but I'll go ahead and say it's fact, but not everybody understands Ebonics or slang talk or talking black. Like, and that's my beef with this. Like, how do you talk black? How do you sound black? What is talking black? Like saying, "Hey yo, what's going on, homie?" Like, what's good? And instead of like saying, "Do you know what I'm saying?" or "Do you understand me?" Say, "Know what I'm saying?" or "Know what I mean?" Like, you simplify your words and everything. But like, not everybody understands about it. Like, you can't go to a job interview and be like, "Hey yo, what's good?" Yo, what's good, my job interviewer? Yo, what's good? Like, man, I got a lot of job experience, man. I got a lot of positive freaking references and stuff. You know what I mean? You can't go to a job interview like that. It's I actually call this one a full shit, because it's acceptable among friends, but it's not acceptable in a professional environment. And well, you pretty much know how that goes. But anyway, that'll do it for Fact or Bullshit episode 13. Remember to rate, comment, subscribe, and thank y'all newbies with Fact or Bullshit news. I'll expect more questions from y'all guys and the new viewers. Send me your questions. Either send them to my personal inbox or just leave me a comment in this video. Well, see you guys later.